Hey, this is Eddie Inzauto, and we're here at E3 2013. Dan Crabtree is playing some Company of Heroes 2. How's it going, Dan? How's it going?
Oh, hey, hello. It's good. Do you want me to talk about what I'm doing?
Yeah. Tell us what's going on here.
Okay, so this is Company of Heroes 2. This is a single-player campaign. I am playing as, of course, the Ruskies, right?
Of course.
So this game is mostly the Ruskies versus the Jerrys, as the lingo went at the time.
Is that politically correct?
No, it's not.
Okay.
It's just the Russians versus the Germans. The Russians are super outgunned all the time in World War II historically. And so I think that they've tried to recreate that sort of, for lack of a better word, hopelessness in this game, and I think they do a pretty good job. It's the Russians have more manpower. They have more bodies to throw at it, and just fewer armaments.
Less gunpowder.
Right. So right now I'm just leading a small squad because this is just a campaign. This game, a lot of the tactical options are based on these command points that you capture.
Okay.
And through that you get these resources, depending on what kind of. So it's sort of like a little capture the flag within each map.
This is a lot like one of the expansion packs to the original game, where they implemented this sort of gameplay mode.
Right, yeah.
I just forget what it's called. It's been so long.
Opposing Fronts was probably the one where they implemented that first. Are they holed up in here? Okay. So I've just captured this command point.
Excellent.
So that means I'm going to start getting resources in that for whatever it is. It's like I guess I haven't specified yet. I haven't actually played the campaign before, so this is interesting. It's sort of like that, if you remember, like the early StarCraft campaign levels, where it was just like you're Jim Raynor or whatever, and you go
so
with
very,
the squad.
very short little missions.
And by and large, this game and the predecessor, from what I've seen of it, is more about you're building an army, you're putting together a force, and you go and you do something with it.
Right.
And most of that is built off of controlling parts of the map, integral parts of the map. What's interesting about this game, and we might see, we might not, they've created this idea of the supply line, and they might have implemented this in one of the pieces of DLC. So if you have a number of these command points, and they all sort of stack together, then you're supplying your front line through those command points. But if the enemy comes around, flanks you, gets one of the ones in the middle, all your guys at the front are cut off completely. And so there's a real element of strategy in terms of positioning, which is very military, right? Like
you're keeping your forces sort of contiguous in a way, like you don't want to cut yourself off.
Totally. You can see that there's cover in the little yellow spots. That's cover, so they'll automatically take cover.
Yeah, it's great to zoom in and can you zoom it? Yeah.
Oh, totally.
And watch how each individual soldier will work around the cover differently, and it'll be very realistic.
Oh yeah. No, the detail's insane. They also have a new system now, and you can kind of see the line of sight. It's not like normal RTS, where you just have a circle surrounding each squad, right?
Right, yeah, you can see specifically the line of sight. When you go around a corner, it opens up a depth of field there.
Which is just sort of clever, right?
Yeah.
So now you can see a little bit of it, this is what you get when you start building up an army. You get these little bases. You build up enough. So I have too many folks in my population right now, so I either need to capture more. It's right there. I either need to capture more command points, which I'll do. I didn't even know I had all this business.
Yeah, that's all yours, buddy. When you capture those command points, those other little building units, those crop up sort of automatically.
No, usually not. I think that's just because it's in this particular campaign, right?
Okay.
In the past game, you had to manually level up each of your units when they would have such and such experience. So now that's manually done, which is nice. But you can add, like you would expect, sort of augments and say, this is the brigade that has flamethrowers or mines or whatever.
That's pretty dangerous.
So they're telling me to use barrage. to attack enemy units. Probably with this guy, I would imagine. So we're just gonna.
Well, you've got an arrow up there on the top of the screen. I don't know if that's telling you what to shoot at. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, but I can't see it though.
Does it matter? It's a howitzer. Honestly.
Yes.
It looks like it doesn't
matters
matter.
what you hit with giant bombs. No, civilians, whatever.
I don't think there are civilians here. Would I be a terrible commander-in-chief?
There might not be.
Civilians.
So I'm not as discriminatory when I play. I really I'm like, yo, let's take the whole army and get these guys at once.
Right.
I think if you were to play it a little bit more tactically, you'd say, hey, let's take the MGC.
Yeah, let's not use the tank on the 5 guys behind the bunker.
Use the MRAP for the right thing.
Yeah, I tend to gravitate toward a Zerg rush sort of strategy in all RTS games. It's not the most efficient. I can guarantee you that.
No, it's not. I can also guarantee that. So this sort of half-track vehicle here, this is good for taking down squads like this.
Right. Some sort of heavy machine.
For some reason, these guys decided they're going to be heroes, so they're going to
they're going to get there. Everything's going to be over.
Fly around the outside here. Yeah. You can occupy any building, which is super cool.
Oh, that's nice.
I think that's neat.
Basically, set up shop, shoot out at windows.
Yeah. So it looks like. One thing you really gotta, oh snap. They just took me out hardcore. One thing you really gotta watch out for are traps, like I just ran into there. And if they have mortar squads are just devastating. So I'm gonna go ahead and sacrifice my tank because I don't even care.
Because this mission will be over after
Actually,
that.
I'm gonna have these guys hang out, and then these guys are gonna barrage for me.
There it is. Let's watch this. There we go. There it is. Come on.
It's a very similar function in the last game.
Yeah. Blackening the earth.
Yeah. So then you just sort of soften them up with the artillery, which, by the way, is actually how it was done in World War II.
Yeah.
And then you
terrify them a little bit.
Right. And then, well, I say soften them up a little bit. I mean, you talk about what's the name of the forest in France where Easy Company. I'm not a World War II historian, but I mean, they were there for like several months getting shelled by the Germans.
It's incredible. And now it's a video game for us.
Fortify this territory. Okay, so now they want me to. Okay, so then here you have some special abilities, right? So now I can get. Looks like air support. Cannot use it, but okay. I can maybe throw down on these guys. I don't know. Oh, nice.
It's like you're just defending at this point.
Right. And since I've lost some dudes, I can throw down on some extra guys now.
Okay.
Let's see.
Whom will come from your previous capture.
So I'm gonna throw my. Oh, jeez.
All right, that guy's taken care of. In fiery brimstone fashion.
Yeah. So again, I'm not playing this the way that you should. Like, you should garrison these guys, right?
Hole up a little bit.
Yeah.
And prepare, rather than just sort of
maybe try to use the tank to run over guys, which is awesome, right?
Yeah. Zoom in on that. Yeah, and run them over. Because I know this is what people want to see, is close-ups of running over soldiers with tanks.
They're running.
I mean, I'm just assuming this is what people want to see.
That's right. But I'm building some more units anyway, so we've got a few now. I can send them over here.
Awesome. Well, this is Company of Heroes 2, which is coming out.
It's like June 25th.
June 25th.
Yeah,
or so.
super soon. Open beta right now for anyone who wants to play.
Absolutely. This is Eddie Inzauto and Dan Crabtree, GamerNode.com.
.com, GamerNode.
E3 2013, Company of Heroes, SEGA. See you later.